For any platforming fan that grew up with an NES, Capcom's DuckTales has become a legend 23 years after its release. It's an undoubtedly special game, one constructed on Mega Man's engine and worked on by many of the faces behind Capcom's most famous 8-bit series. Unfortunately, while the newly updated DuckTales Remastered from WayForward Studios is an almost screen-for-screen faithful reimagining, it manages to create a few new issues while solving few of the original's problems. The result is an HD remake that looks, sounds, and plays well, but may still miss the mark with newer gamers eager to experience the classic DuckTales, while grading the very fans Remastered is squarely aimed at.
Well, I guess you found me out. Oh well, you guys got any lunch?
No!
Okay.
Here's a change for the better. Gone are the 8-bit graphics DuckTales fans fondly remember, replaced by beautiful HD characters and colorful, vibrant environments. Each stage is truly unique. Transylvania really stands out in this regard. I especially enjoyed how Scrooge McDuck looks like he does in the cartoon, as opposed to wearing a strange red coat like in the original. Just like in any old-school Capcom game, music is an integral feature in DuckTales, and WayForward's new take on the classic tunes is on point. The Moon theme is as epic as ever. Remastered even adds a bunch of voice acting and new story sequences, but alas, this is where WayForward's project begins to fall from grace a bit. The original DuckTales had story sequences too, but they're quick and easy to skip. Remastered is unnecessarily and annoyingly littered with story sequences. They're everywhere. They're constant. They ruthlessly and repeatedly break up the action. They can be skipped, but you have to go to the main menu to do it every time. It's especially annoying how Remastered doesn't remember if you already saw a story sequence. In a game known for non-linearity and uneven difficulty, having to skip the same half-dozen cutscenes on a stage you already went through 3 times is outright irritating. What made DuckTales so great back in the day was that its gameplay was truly unique, and to this day there's not much like it. Instead of shooting a gun, you hop on enemies' heads with Scrooge's cane, while also using that cane as a pogo stick to dodge various obstacles. All of that's back in Remastered because this isn't a game merely inspired by Capcom's DuckTales, it is Capcom's DuckTales, with only a few notable exceptions, such as boss battles that are far more meaty and fleshed out than the original. Of course, with such a faithful remake comes issues also found in the original, most notably inconsistent difficulty on the 5 initial stages, which, like the classic Mega Man games, can be taken in any order. Stage balance is something designer Keiji Inafune and his team started to master with Mega Man 3, but when DuckTales came out, it wasn't quite there yet. Remastered also suffers from uneven hit detection and some platforming that's frustrating because of inconsistent controls that sometimes don't read properly. I do like how DuckTales Remastered gives us some control options with Scrooge's cane to try to dumb down the difficulty a bit, especially because this can be toggled on and off. I didn't appreciate some liberties WayForward took with DuckTales' design, however, especially the infuriating post-end boss sequence. It's nothing more than ceremony in the original, but it can actually kill you and send you back to the beginning of the last stage in Remastered. I don't know whose idea that was, but it wasn't a good one. DuckTales has, does, and always will hold a very special place in my heart. And I'm not only talking about the game here, I'm talking about the cartoon too. It's great to see this classic game and its characters made available for a whole new generation, but while WayForward's attempt to recreate it is admirable, and even good in most respects, true connoisseurs would rather dust off their NES and play the original instead. For more on DuckTales Remastered, head on over to IGN.